This day's been coming for a little while. Finally got some suspension parts from ATS Suspension. So the Excursion is going to be parked here for just a little while. I don't even really want to show you and admit what we're using in the meantime. It's a loaner, it's not mine. Yep, that's it. Rides like a brick. But then again, so does the Excursion at the moment. Sees a lot of people. So I better get this thing put together quick so we can get out of that. Bumper removal is super easy. Just a couple bolts right here. These are going to be 18s, I believe. And then two more, one on each side. That bolt right there on the end of that triangular bracket. That one is a 13. Unless you've got my luck, which is that this side bolt is a different size than the other side. Let's see if I can kick this really good. See ya. So ATS Suspension, I heard about them a lot on the forums on Facebook. Seems like they really know what they're talking about, especially a guy named Junior up there. Sent me the full kit of these. He advised me on exactly what type of springs I needed. X code, B code, you know, there's a whole bunch of things. So just depending on what your needs are, what you're wanting to do with your truck, that's what he takes into account. And the kit came with everything, all the U-bolts, shackles. After talking with Junior, what I ended up going with was V code for the fronts and C code for the rears. Now here is their contact information. They really know what they're talking about. Junior up there, he's just a wealth of knowledge. Now I might get asked, why V code, why C code? I don't really have a great answer for you. I don't know the technical differences between all these coded springs. I talked to Junior, told him exactly what I wanted to do with the Excursion here. I told him I was planning on hauling a camper every once in a while, but instead of suspension for towing really heavy all the time, I want it to be a good driver. You know, it's the family vehicle. We're not towing heavy with it constantly. So kind of told him what we were looking for, and that's what he came up with. He said, this is the best option for you. Look how flat these springs are. I'm curious to see what this one will end up looking like once it's on there. Is it going to actually flatten out kind of like that, or is it going to stay similar to this? Another thing I needed to do is some of these bushings, so I swapped that out real quick. Now it's time to get these bolts out. Oh wow, that wasn't frozen in there at all. One other thing I had to do was I had to pull this brace off, because that fits right there and that bolt was just smacking it. So did have to pull that. Easy enough, I guess. Look at the difference on that. My old ones were very, very tired, looks like. This used to be a bump stop. It was so bad, apparently, that bolt had gotten smacked by the spring. So that was all mashed up on the side there. Had to take a grinder and make those angles right again. Crazy. It is so annoying when you get outside and want to get a project done. Nothing on the radar. Ugh. Back at it. Well, I think I found the majority of my, well, the noise that it's making and possibly some of the ride issues. with these springs. Look at this really quick. That's just slapping around right there. Back in here. And whatever this gasket is, it's supposed to be like in the end between those two pieces. Wow. That's a mess. That thing was extremely seized in there. That bolt, it was almost like it was just one piece with that bushing in there. I went through, that was my 4th Sawzall blade. Whoa, what size is that? Oh no, I don't know if I have the right size for the front. So I'm going to try that. We made a pretty big difference in the bow on that spring. And before, I was able to slide that wheel on at the height of those jack stands, and now I think there's like 10 inches or so from the ground on that rotor. It's going to need to go up a little bit more. Well, I got the front end all buttoned back up. It stands a little bit higher in the front than the back, that's for sure. Looks like it needs some bigger tires to fill that gap, don't you think? So I'm going to go take it on just a real quick test drive and cross my fingers and pray that nothing falls apart and I don't die. Even just driving 100 yards, I feel like there is a difference, a good difference. The bangs and clunks are gone. Yes, most of that was primarily that front passenger leaf spring. Oh my goodness, it is taking all the bumps so much better. Not a terribly bumpy road, but it's, you can tell, it's much smoother. It's been a couple weeks since I've been able to get to this Excursion. One thing you will notice about it is it did lift it a couple few inches. The front, I think, went up about 2.5 inches, something like that. So when I put the rears on there, it is going to lift the rear up, I believe, 3 inches. So it should level out, look a lot better. Then I'll have to get bigger wheels and tires. Always. thing had, like, I guess originally the tread was probably between 32 and 33. And yeah, we're gonna need some much bigger tires on this. Here's the last of my bump stop. That was right there. Looks like some sort of gross mushroom or something.
It's like a huh.
If I can get this bolt out, I'll be happy for the day. It's turning very slowly. Alright. Come on, impact. Well, one problem to another. So I will have to cut it. I gotta get a Sawzall blade in the side there and slice it off. But that thing did come out. So I got really frustrated with this project and I went ahead and finished this side without you. Today I ended up getting that old bolt out, got the springs out, and I just threw these ones in there. This one over here was a piece of cake. It came out no problem at all. What I did run into though was these AC lines are right in the way, and there is no flex in them at all. They are completely rigid. I pulled the nut off of that bracket and I broke it. So then I had to cut off the stud that was there, which meant that this bracket was all loose. So I just threw a hose clamp on there. I really hope that that's going to be okay. And then I had to run this bolt in between the lines. Fortunately, they stretched just far enough. They're in there. This side was a challenge. Oh, and a new bump stop. Now, need to get that this spacer in. Sorry, I'm not even sure what that's called. It's a block. This side went really, really fast. I got it all done. It looks so much better than it did before. I'm gonna measure to see how much it actually lifted this thing, but it's definitely a few inches. Okay, so I just measured up from the center of the hubs up to the wheel well. The front actually gained 2.5 inches, and the rear's only gained 1.5 inches. So those old leaf packs, I believe it had an add-a-leaf thing on the rear, which is great, but I was expecting a little bit more of an increase on the rear. Doing really good on the road test. It is much smoother than it was before. So I've got a set of railroad tracks coming up here that's actually going to be a pretty good test. Here come those railroad tracks right here. These are pretty rough. Well, that bump was rough, but it didn't slam you like it did before. The fact that the camera is fairly steady should tell you something too. It's mounted to the dash here, so it's not going bouncing around insane, so that's cool. I just really hope that I torqued everything down how it should be. That would be awful for the spring to fall out while I'm going 60. So far, I've been really impressed. I'm really happy with it. 8 digs. Good boy. Yeah, so far I have... What is this guy doing? I can't... Oh. No, that's Josh. Oh, come on. What do you think?
Oh, you got it back running.
Yeah. Well, it's always been running, but you know, it's been parked on the side of the house for a little while here,
well, that's what Fords normally do. They get parked on the side of the house and then...
Here's Josh's new truck. You can tell he's all patriotic.
A Ford? Oh yeah, I thought it was... Yeah, I decided that I like men now, so I bought a Ford. I'm kidding, it's a joke.
Dude, you're
no,
cruel.
I'm very happy for you. I know that wasn't easy.
I got a set of springs from ATS Suspension. Really happy with those guys over there. They actually gave me a little bit of a discount for doing a video. I was going to do a video anyways, but I told them, hey, I'm going to put this on a YouTube channel. It might get 100 views. Anyway, it was worth it to them to give me a couple $100 off. So,
well, I'm sure you're happy.
So far, I've only been on the road with it for...
This guy over here, man, he's been texting me and crying and like, I can't get this bolt off.
You want to keep your hat on your head.
It's right. No, I get it.
Yeah, no, it was definitely a challenge. Some of those bolts were really fused into the bushings there. Just a major challenge on some of them. But I mean, it's a 24-year-old truck.
You got to put a lift kit on it eventually. Can you guys believe that he uses this as a family wagon? He doesn't use a minivan or anything. This dude's straight up.
Oh, yeah.
Isn't that crazy?
We had a minivan.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, check this thing out. Nice Cummins. I need to get myself a Cummins.
No, you don't.
No?
Yeah.
Maybe I should swap this thing.
You probably should get a Cummins, actually. Yeah.
Let's Cummins swap the 7.3.
It won't be parked on the side of your house. This is one of the best running diesels. If you Google best, most reliable diesel, 7.3 is going to jump up on there.
Yeah.
So.
But actually, if you look up some of the most reliable diesels anymore,
yeah,
the 6.7
yes
is really jumping up there in the charts. Ford has been using that for 13 years.
Oh, well, 6.7 right now is #1.
Yeah, it's the longest running platform for Fords.
Well, when it comes to horsepower and torque right now, Ford is leading the way. I don't care what anyone said. Well, it's proven. So
it is.
But
it is.
You pick your flavor, you know. I like Chevys.
I'm straight, so
yeah. I like guys because I just got a Ford, I guess. So I don't know.
No, that's mine. I got 6 kids.
Yeah, I don't know.
So you can't argue.
That's just a cover up. Anyway,
I don't think I'm putting this in the
Let's
video.
go back to this.
Man, this perspective makes this thing look huge.
It is huge. It's a boat. I wish Ford would have kept making them.
Me too.
You know? Can you imagine this with a 6.7, like a brand new? No, because they'd make it all boring.
I'm keeping that project under wraps.
Okay, but that would make that all boring if they actually made like a brand new Excursion. You know, it'd be so emissions out and boring, and it wouldn't. You'd feel like you're driving a gasser. You know.
Oh, now if you put stuff on it like my truck.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
T&D.
Fun out of it.
T&D. It was really cool to be able to see Truck Master. Josh, thanks for your little tips here and there while I was doing this project. I'd have figured it out myself. I don't need you. I'm fine. But overall, with the ride through the field, down the dirt road, over the railroad tracks, just floating down the road, it's nice and smooth. I'm very happy. So Junior, over at ATS Suspension, if you watch this, I appreciate the deal you gave me, and I'm very happy. So thank you.